Hey everyone, I'm Lisa Pickering and welcome to the 10 most fascinating people at Bermuda 2016. This season was all about the People's Choice, and thanks to your nominations, we've put together a list of 10 individuals who left you wanting to know more. Remember, the list is in no particular order, save for the final person, who we will reveal as 2016's most fascinating person at Bermuda.
What makes someone fascinating? This is the 10 most fascinating people of Bermuda 2016. Sponsored by 1. Mod Blue Boutique and the Tradeswomen of Bermuda. Hosted by Lisa Pickering.
Inspired by his family, big-name triathletes such as Tyler Butterfield and, of course, ITU world champion Flora Duffy, this rising star is on track to becoming another shining name in Bermuda's professional triathlete records. As you'll hear, 18-year-old junior athlete of 2014-15, Tyler Smith, won't let something like a broken foot come between him and claiming Bermuda and the world's attention.
You had an amazing year this year. You had to come back from a broken foot, I believe.
Yeah,
you started racing again.
Back in January, broke the foot Front Street Mile trials, and then kind of was able to rehab it into the beginning of the season. So yeah, it was good.
It didn't seem like it had a big effect on you.
No, not looking back at it, not really. Like I kind of got to where I needed to be, but saying that there's definitely a time where it would have been beneficial for me to get some run miles in earlier in the year, but sort of just working through injuries is all really part of the sport. So,
well, you raced in Canada, Mexico, Colombia, Grenada, and other places this year. What would you say was your favorite race, and perhaps one that you might not have placed well?
I mean, all those places that you just listed those were all great experiences. I think traveling to the Carifta Games, even though that's kind of outside of my sport of triathlon, and getting to run in track, that was a great, that was an atmosphere I hadn't really experienced in triathlon. So running the 5,000 there was a lot of fun for me, and being kind of part of a Team Bermuda experience was a good experience for me as well, because usually going to these races, it's usually just me and maybe Erica will be there, but we kind of do it ourselves. So having that environment coming with a bunch of people was a lot of fun. And then I mean Mexico was also not a great race for me, but being there at the World Championships is always something that you're able to take a lot from. Seeing like the elite race, watching Flora's race, watching a Bermudian world champion was definitely something that kind of made up for my disappointing race. So,
does she give you tips, her and Tyler Butterfield?
I guess it's difficult because they train a lot. Obviously overseas it's tough to train in Bermuda at that level. But yeah, no, they've always been like pretty big inspirations for me to see what's achievable as a Bermudian triathlete. And now that she is world champion, obviously there's really no limits to what a Bermudian can do anymore in any sport, really.
Now, you're only 18. You must make a lot of sacrifices for this sport.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes it is tough, but I think it's rewarding. Like, some people kind of, when you tell them, give them your workout schedule or something, they sort of that, like why are you doing this? But I think definitely the reward of it for me is it makes it all really worth it, especially sometimes when you're feeling unmotivated. And I think everyone at one stage has felt unmotivated. You kind of think of the rewards and think of where you want to be. And for me, it's just something I really enjoy. Like where I am right now at university, like I love waking up every day and getting to train with some of the best people in the world and some of the best facilities in the world. So, I mean, I wouldn't really trade it for anything.
Let's talk about your university. You just started there, and as you said, it has some of the top triathletes in the world. What is it like training with them? Yeah,
I mean, to tell you the truth, like the first couple of sessions, it was a little intimidating because these are guys that, I mean, I've watched on TV since I was like 13, 14, and they're people that have won Olympic gold medals, Olympic silver medals. So sort of like jumping in the pool with them on like those first couple of sessions was intimidating, but then I guess you kind of realize like you're all in a similar position. You're all kind of working towards a similar goal.
So it was just announced that Bermuda will be hosting the International Triathlon Union World Triathlon Series events in 2018, 2019, and 2020.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
That's something that's honestly incredible, because if you look at the places, I know a lot of people aren't familiar with the World Triathlon Series, but I mean, these races go Madrid, London, Stockholm. There's a YouTube video of like Lance Armstrong and Mark Allen, Dave Scott. Like these are kind of bigger triathlete guys from like the 80s when they had a bigger World Cup here. And I kind of always remember thinking like, oh, like I wish I would have got the opportunity to see that race, like see the best in the world racing on our road. And to think that in 2 or 3 years time, like there's a chance that I'm actually going to be able to take part in that race is unbelievable. Like hopefully it opens up a whole new range of possibilities for Bermuda as a triathlon destination.
And get you prepped for Tokyo in 2020?
Yeah, that's the goal, but I mean, 4 years away, anything can happen.
And in terms of the beginning of the year, you won the Bermuda International, is it Aquathon? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Aquathlon, I think.
Okay, we'll go with that. So you won that ahead of even an Oracle sailor, which I think is amazing that you're so young and you are competing against top athletes. Does that ever feel surreal?
I don't think either of us were taking that too seriously. We both have kind of separate things that we're doing, but no, he actually went to the Olympics for open water swimming, so that he's a ridiculous swimmer. Like he flew by me in the water, but obviously probably a bit more muscle mass on the run. So, but yeah, I mean, having stuff like the America's Cup here is also good for not just sailing development, but I think just Bermuda athletic development as a whole, to see these are people at the forefront of their sport. And I mean, I got the opportunity to like do that Red Bull tryout thing, and that was honestly ridiculous. Like I couldn't imagine training like that every day. So
What would life be without participating in triathlon?
oh, saved a tough question for last. I don't know. I think it would be a lot different. I feel like I would definitely still be sort of involved in sport in some way if it wasn't for triathlon, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to envision what I would be doing. I've been able to see so much of the world through competing, and been able to learn so much from competition, not only for kind of like further competition, but just about general knowledge. I honestly can't really give you a straight answer to that, what my life would be without triathlon.
Don't forget to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on BurnNews.com to find out who else made the list of the 10 most fascinating people of Bermuda 2016.